What's going on, folks? So, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a update here. I know that this camera might have it to where things are fading in and out right here, but anyway, so this is in reference to that mass shooting that happened yesterday at the Tulsa Medical Center, and there were two orthopedic surgeons that were killed, and a staffer and a patient visitor that were killed in this mass shooting on Wednesday on the campus of St. Francis Healthcare System in Tulsa, and it said the gunman reportedly was able to purchase a semi-automatic rifle only an hour before the slaying target of a specific physician, according to investigators. Mayor G.T. Bynum, the officials from St. Francis Health System, and Tulsa Police Department offered more details, but said four innocent people were killed. So anyway, you guys kind of heard about this story yesterday whenever I kind of broke it down to you guys. The victims were identified as Tulsa. It said the victims were identified by the Tulsa Police Chief, Wendell Franklin, as Dr. Preston Phillips, Dr. Stephanie Hewson, Amanda Glenn, and William Love. A family member of Glenn said the chief misspoke when identifying her last name during the news conference. The shooter, who police say killed himself, was identified as Michael Lewis of Muskogee, a patient of Phillips who had recently been treated for back pain following the May 19th surgery. It said Franklin, pretty much, y'all, I'm going to just kind of not go too much in this, but when I say too much in this, I'm talking about reading this article right here. So pretty much what happened is that it said he's 45 years old, and I guess he had surgery, and after his surgery, they couldn't get his pain down, right? So he kept going back and complaining that his pain was really bad, and I guess they couldn't get his pain under control. So this is so funny because this is close to home, because in Florida, I'm not going to say who the doctor is, but I mean, I did a lot of stuff in this particular doctor's office, and he was a neurosurgeon. He specialized in back surgeries. And I cannot tell you guys how often, and I'm not blaming the doctors, but I can't tell you how often that you do run into patients that will come back and say that their pain is really bad. And what really sucks about this, and I guess this is just the healthcare system as it is right now, typically the surgeon is not the person that they will go back to. They actually send them off to a different kind of doctor, like a doctor that deals with what they call like pain management, right? So to give you guys an example, you come in, you talk with your surgeon, you do all these things, the prepping and all that before you actually get it. They do the consultation. When you finally do get the surgery, I'm just being honest with you guys. A lot of times when you go back just for like a checkup, that doctor who did your surgery on your back is pretty much just going to see that everything that he did was intact. And if you are having pain, they're going to pretty much tell you that's expected. But what they're going to do, they're going to refer you to a pain management doctor. And a lot of people don't like that because they feel like you're the one that did the surgery, so you should be the one to fix it. Not saying that this is a reason to do anything like harmful or what this guy did, but I'm just telling you guys that there have been times where I was in the office and people would come in, interrupt, and they would be so mad, like, I need to talk to them right now. Why is this hurting so bad? They'll say things like, this is hurting worse than what it was before I even got the surgery. So I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of scenario right there. But what we should be asking is that, from a lot of my sources, we have not been seeing this like on mainstream. Like, I have not yet seen this on any big news segments. I don't care who. I told you I'm unbiased. I don't care. Fox News, CNN, Newsmax. I'm not saying that they haven't done it. I'm just saying I haven't seen it yet. And most of the people that I talk to are telling me that they haven't seen it on those sources yet. So if they are on there, guys, just let me know if y'all seen it. If you do have a link to it, hit me up with the link, whatever. And if they are on any of those news segments that I just mentioned, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, Newsmax, Sky News, OAN, if it's on any of those, then okay. And that I need to apologize. It's just I'm just saying I haven't seen it on there yet. So, but then if they aren't, we need to ask the question, why? Why aren't they on there yet? And it don't fit the narrative. Just plain and simple, jump right to it. It does not fit the narrative. When I told you guys before, whenever there was that shooting that happened in that school in Uvalde, however y'all want to say it, Uvalde, Texas, and they did not mention what the kid looked like or what the person looked like or the assailant looked like, I knew, like, okay, they must not be white. You just know they're not going to be white because it just seemed like they just want to go along with the narrative. If you don't say what the race of the person is, when there's something like this happens, that person must not be white. You know what I mean? The minute that issue happened in Buffalo, boom, we all automatically knew he was white. That's because he left a manifesto. Okay, before we even knew all that, we still knew that he was white. Well, that's because he got arrested. Well, it doesn't matter when this person right here got in Buffalo, not Buffalo, yeah, but when the person in Uvalde Elementary, when he got killed, that wasn't released what he looked like. They knew what he looked like. They could have said suspect that was killed seemed to be the origin of Hispanic or Latino or Mexican or whatever, but he wasn't white, nor was he black. But they still didn't want to give it, right? So in this case, yesterday when I was reading this, when I went live with you guys, I knew that something was up with this. You know what I mean? I knew something was up. I'm like, wow, they're not, but then that kind of, I was thinking like, okay, they're not giving this person's race yet either. No, okay, that's going to be too much of a coinky-dink. Like, nah, they're not going to do that. Like, what? Wait a minute. Could it be? No, I don't think they'll do it in this case like this because this is another mass shooting, but they're not really putting it out there. So I'm just going to sit and wait. And lo and behold, the dude is black. And I think that one of the physicians that he killed was black. And you just get to thinking, why? They knew from the moment that man killed himself when they sat there and said that he died from a self-inflicted wound. So pretty much he killed himself. They knew what color this man was, but why didn't they want to say that? Oh, it's because black folks can't be at fault right now. Oh, it's because it doesn't fit the narrative. Oh, perhaps maybe the doctor that he went after and did kill, the first one, it was a black doctor, right? So at first, get to think, okay, is this because we're used to it? We're used to the black on black crime, right? We're used to that. But so what else is new, in other words? But again, is it because, and I'm glad that this is being shown like this, they don't want to show that this is a level field. It is a level field. When you got people out here who are going and doing things and killing people. I told you guys already. Y'all know I'm going to keep on repeating it. Because look, if y'all get tired of me keep on saying this is going to be something that's stemming from evil, you just going to get tired of it because I'm tired of people always going around saying that the people that are doing type of crimes like this are only of a certain race origin. You know what I mean? When a white kid went in there and killed those black people, all of a sudden it's white supremacy. But then when the black man on the subway shot people, that wasn't black supremacy, although that man clearly said he hated white people. And he clearly stated he don't think black and white people should mingle with each other. But his wasn't counted as white supremacy. When you got the black guy that drove through that parade and killed people, that wasn't, and he said it too, he hated white people as well. He had a website, he had a social media where he was posting that he hated white people, right? His wasn't counted as anything. Now, the boy in Buffalo, from his manifesto, which is strange that an 18-year-old can articulate some of the stuff that they said in there, unless he was just heavily into government-type stuff. I ain't going to even get deep into that, but I'm just saying. For him to articulate things the way that he did, and him, I guess, showing his hatred for black people, he had a conversation with a black man for about 1 hour and 45 minutes. So he clearly hated black people, but went in and killed those people. And what they don't mention either, that it wasn't just black people that he shot. Yeah, he killed 10 people, but all of them were not black. So I don't know why that portion right there is not being thrown out either, but that's for another story, y'all. Yeah, it is. That's for another story. So what am I saying that for is that if white people go out and commit certain type of mass shootings and all of a sudden there's, not only is there a gun violence problem, but there is a race problem. There is a white supremacy problem, right? But this black guy went in there and he killed the 2 doctors, 2 orthopedists, which is terrible, and other folks he killed. And what are we going to call this? Oh, they can't say that. They want to know why? Because the guy left a note saying, I guess pretty much he was tired of being in pain, et cetera, et cetera. And I guess he felt that nothing was being done about it. So he wanted to end the person's life that caused him all the pain. And I don't know, this dude pain had to be bad. I mean, I guess this dude might need like a nerve block or a morphine pump or something like that. But anyway, my point in saying all that is that why isn't this being put across all the news to show that the same type of crime that white people can commit when it comes to mass shootings or anything like that, why isn't this same attention given when a black person does it? We just read of a story. Well, I just gave you guys a story last week with a black man trying to shoot up people at a high school graduation, and he was stopped by a woman who shot him with a handgun. Same thing. They say it was like, what gets me though is, y'all, you see what they're doing here. They're throwing around this AR-15 style rifle lingo like it's nobody's business. That's all you're hearing. AR-15 style rifle, AR-15 style rifle. They're going to keep on trying to repeat this stuff in our head to make it sound like the AR-15 is the issue when it's not. People are the issue. So, anyway, y'all, I just wanted to kind of bring that to y'all attention just to show you guys that, share this video so people can see what the media tries to do to paint this picture of only white people can commit certain crimes, and that this is all about just gun violence, and it's people violence, period. Biden, I'm going to hit on this a little later, probably today. It depends on how much my wife want to keep on celebrating our anniversary. I mean, I'm just saying, we will probably be celebrating it all weekend. So anyway, what I'm saying, though, is that I was going to say that Biden made a comment about these guns, talking about it's time to act. Why? Why is it time to act now? Why wasn't it time to act over Memorial Day with all those people being shot in Chicago? Why isn't it time to act when all kinds of people were just being shot in some of these major cities? Why isn't it time to act whenever he so-called is going to be coming after the community that's the most affected by gun violence and blah, blah, the black community, and now we want to do something about it. But I don't think that he's even spoken out about this particular incident yet. I haven't heard yet. But also, I'm just saying I haven't heard yet. I haven't heard it if he was going to go to Uvalde and speak out on that particular case. I haven't heard yet. That's all I'm saying, folks. So, anyway, I just want to give y'all that little update right there, just kind of get your wheels turning. Some of y'all know this already. Some of y'all seen it, but some of y'all may have not. I just want you to see that look how things are being portrayed right now, and it's for a reason. It's by design. They want you to think a particular way. They want you to see things out of only one type of lens. White man bad, guns bad, white supremacy bad, racism from white people is the only and biggest issue in America right now. And we need to go after it. Anyway, folks, so I'm not going to prolong this video. Just want to throw that out there. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, all right? Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you've been watching me for quite some time and you just forgot to do it. If you are still kind of basically new to the channel, get an idea what it's about, continue to get an idea what it's about, all right, before you do subscribe. So, yeah, I want to hear from y'all on this one right here, because all this stuff is really strange. All these mass shootings and everything are starting to happen. Almost like this is like one way of folks on, I'm just saying this is going to be used by the Democrats as a means to actually get a little bit more, a little bit more of a one-up, because they've seen that red wave coming. So they're going to keep on bringing this to the attention. They're going to definitely do what they do best, which is play off of people's emotions. They do that real good. They play off of people's emotions, get people all riled up. They use that emotion to have people try to be coerced into voting a particular kind of way. Don't believe me? Just watch. Keep on. I guarantee you that as the midterms and all these things start to happen, that's going to be the number one thing they're going to have to drive off of. But as people of truth, do not forget, we still have to rely on what's currently affecting all of us right now. And it's not just gun violence. It's inflation, these gas prices, trying to mandate people to get the hokey pokey and all those things still are going to be at the table. And I hope that a particular type of party still brings that to light. So anyway, folks, again, I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to stand by this. Guns are not the issue. People are the issue. Plain and simple. I'm Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray for the last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus.